Testing. One, two, three. Wonderful. Hi, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to number 97.5, the SGC live stream. I'm your host. I'm gonna stop doing that right now. Welcome back, everybody. It's Southern Gateway Chorus live stream. My name is Zach Coleman. I will be your host for this evening. Before we get too far into anything, I want to give a big shout out to ICRC TV. They've done a lot of our recordings, and they have given them to us for us to use. Stoked about it. Go check them out if you can. They're fabulous. So. After a week off, you got to come back with some fire, right? You got to come back with some punch, right? And so we got some big guns in here, and I'm pretty excited about it. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one and only Cy Wood.
Is this a big enough gun?
It could be. It could be. I think it's like. Cy, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, Zach?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for the show tonight. This one's gonna be a fun one. We got some big news. Hush, hush. Besides, got something to say. So, Cy, for those who don't know who you are, assuming that anybody in the world doesn't, go ahead and give us the long and short. Who is Cy Wood?
Oh boy. Well, I guarantee that there are many people who have no idea who I am, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not someone that you have to know, but I will tell you a little bit about me. I am a third generation barbershopper, someone that has grown up singing barbershop his whole life, and has enjoyed it and has done it. I joined the Barbershop Harmony Society when I was, 15 years old and all of that. But I took a break so I could, I really wanted to get into acting. And I studied musical theater at college, and I went to New York City, and I was an actor on Broadway on international tours and national tours, worked with Disney. Was able to then transition in New York City as a producer. And I was able to produce about 8 Broadway shows and tours. And while I was producing tours, after I stopped acting professionally, I decided to go back to barbershop just because I loved and missed singing barbershop. And so I joined Voices of Gotham in New York City. And sang with the quartet there. And I just recently, well, not so recent anymore, about 5.5 years or so, have moved to the Cincinnati area, where I am a musical theater instructor, and I sing with the Southern Gateway Chorus.
That's right. Moved to Cincinnati.
Yes, that's right. It's a lot of fun, though. And I do have to say that Southern Gateway has truly taken me in as one of the family and has been completely awesome for me. And I don't know where I would be without them. So
probably in New York.
Probably in New York City, because I wouldn't feel as safe in this scary place of Ohio.
Oh yeah, we're scary out here, us and our balding gingers. Anyway,
Midwest side.
That's right. Never mind. All right. Well, let's get into this first video. Cy, what do you say?
Sure. Yeah.
So we are going to start off with something a little slower than usual. These are some trying times. Stress is all over the place, and this is a song back from Gateway's past where we just got to get back to right here. Where do I go when there's no one left to turn to? Who do I talk to when no one wants to listen? Who do I lean on when there's no foundation? I go to the rock I know that's stable. I go to the rock. I go to the rock of my salvation. Go to the stone and the builders rejected. And that was I Go to the Rock. Obviously, talking about one of the most important things is that just when you get stressed, when you get really down, just go watch some old wrestling, because The Rock's going to be there for you. You know, he's right there always.
Good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He also looks a lot like Dwayne Johnson. Have you noticed that? You're an actor.
Okay.
So,
Hey, to everyone watching, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I love you, Cy. So going back a bit, you know, that song always reminds me kind of just those comforting things that you go to, right? Barbershop is that thing for me. Is it safe to say that's kind of that thing for you too?
Oh, totally. Listen, I do barbershop just because it feels like home to me, right? Like I feel like, you know, when you are able to sing with people that are just passionate about your passions, right? It brings you really closely together. You can be, you know, any religion or race or anything like that. And it just means that you are getting together to create music, which I think that as human beings, that's what we're made to do, right? We're made to create. And there's a lot of destruction these days. I feel that that we tend to get caught up in every now and then. And I think that creating, and especially when it's just the pure human voice, I think that it's one of the most human things that we as humanity can do. Definitely. You know what I mean? And it's just it's really great. It honestly it's my feel good thing.
Yeah, and it's a real bonding thing, like you said. It's just something that you do with other people. I found when I was younger, I'd go to like theme parks with my friends and stuff, and there'd be three of us, and we would just find a random person and be like, "Hey, you're gonna sing this note real quick, and we're gonna sing around you," because that's just what you do. It's great.
Well, this is the thing too, Zach. Like for me, like I had a lot of awesome experiences as a professional actor,
Sure.
on Broadway and tours and all this stuff, and I got to meet some awesome people, right? It's odd because barbershop has actually given me the opportunity to meet even more people and travel even more places than I ever thought possible, even more so than when I was traveling for, you know, as a professional actor. It's insane, right? Being able to go to all of these international conventions and then, you know, going, like I went down to New Zealand for the Rising Star competition, you know, for Sweet Adelines and just, and as a coach, people have asked me to come to Germany and to Holland and, you know, England, all this stuff. So it's just Australia, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy. And I'm certainly lucky, but it really, really is surprising that barbershop is the conduit to meeting more people and to connecting more. You know,
definitely.
Which is really great.
And it's a lifestyle too. It's not something that you just do for a while as a hobby. Like it kind of takes over. We got some people in the chat here from that last video talking about a little redhead who was in there. Yeah, that was me. I don't remember if I was. Well, I could have been either 10 or 16 because like this was 16 for me. Still, it didn't get here.
I feel like this 16U is still now you.
You would think.
Now you, right? So.
But so you started pretty early in this stuff too, right? You said you were third generation.
I did. In fact, my first contest that I was ever in, I was in my mother's belly at a regional competition where we placed second. Thank you very much.
Very nice, very nice. I think my first convention was 92 when Gateway won, and I was also in my mom's belly.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it was great. So yeah, man, it's cool to have that connection with somebody too. It's just like we've had a lot of people on the show who are like, I just found barbershop through Gateway, or I've been in for a long time, and I love having that connection. It's so much fun. Just be like, yep, I've been doing this my entire life. So have you.
Well, this is the thing though,
Tell
like
me the
doing it
thing.
my whole life, I never thought that I would be doing it this much. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying? I
sure.
always thought that, this is yeah, this is something fun. And when I was even a child, I'm like, this is what, old people do. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Then I joined the chorus because I was in a production of The Music Man, and the quartet was there, and they were from the local chorus, which coincidentally my grandpa and his brothers started, and I didn't know that. But I always just thought that it was kind of something for old people, and I enjoyed singing and doing barbershop, and even in college, I was a part of the collegiate quartet competition. I did it one year, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
But I never thought that it would just be like a thing that I did constantly. It was just like, yeah, I can do that now, and I think that I thought the same thing when I started back into barbershop after performing for all those years.
Right.
And I can now safely say that it's not going away anytime soon.
I don't think there's any reason for it to. But speaking of things that you do, we got to get into something real quick, Mr. Wood. You are doing something pretty dang cool right now, aren't you?
Well, I think so.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna let you intro this. This is unheard of. I'm gonna let you intro this video because I want the people to hear it from your mouth first. Ready, go.
Sorry, I get nervous. Just kidding.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll start over. Ready, go.
Sorry, one more time.
Okay, one more time. You could do something cool. Ready, go.
Hello, everyone. Sorry. Okay. What we're about to see is something really exciting for me and my current quartet. I am in a quartet called Half and Half, which is comprised of Jenny Sheets, our lead, Kim Newcomb, our tenor, Cole Kitzmiller, our baritone, and me, the bass. And we are recording an album, which is extremely, extremely exciting. Due to COVID, we decided that we wanted to be creative still within the whole process. And so we have started creating an album. And so what we're about to watch is our album teaser for the album that we're in the process of recording. And these are some of the finished tracks that we have, just little snippets. So roll tape.
Yes, indeedy, give me the simple life. Long as we're ringing while we're singing, that keeps me feeling alive. Ba-doo-da, we're making our way every day, singing barbershop together. We're just keeping it simple like ba-ba-boo-da-doo, skid-a-ba-doo-ba-you-da-ba. Come and give me, please, oh, give me, oh, give me that simple life. A corner small is all I'm after. Not one big and one. 9 to 5, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taken and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, for service and devotion. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near. Oh, that's the time you must keep on trying.
Baby, let me be your loving teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck and lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be teddy bear. I don't wanna be your tiger, 'cause tigers play too rough. I don't wanna be your lion, 'cause lions ain't the kind you love enough. I just wanna be your teddy bear.
Here's the key to my ignition. Hit the gas to my transmission. When you hear the things I'm wishing,
you won't offer
opposition. Let's prohibit prohibition.
So for those of you who want to take a piece of half and half home, Cy will be doing trips to everyone's house. No, I'm kidding.
That's right.
So, so Cy, tell us about this, man. What's I've never done it before. What's it like recording a CD? How does it feel?
It's exciting.
Cool.
It's an overwhelming, like, exciting feeling. But it's also, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and a lot of time, and it takes a lot of money too.
I can imagine there's a lot of prep that goes into that, not just getting and learning your music as you should always, but also fine tuning every little detail.
Sure. And this is the thing, like we're not doing this to make money per se, but we just want to be creative, especially during the pandemic, and kind of mark where we are on our journey and as a quartet, and share with people, barbershop in a mixed quartet, fashion. I think that there's a lot of people that don't necessarily think that two men and two women can produce some awesome barbershop sounds, and we're kind of there to prove them wrong and just show that, like, we have fidelity and we can ring chords, and the hobby that we all love so much is just,
boy, can you ring chords. Jeez.
It's a lot of fun.
Did you hear? I mean, you heard that, right? I mean, you didn't, but you sent it. Yeah. Yeah, we actually have in the chat down here, our good buddy Richard Gonzalez says, Cy Wood, future mixed quartet champion.
Woo! From your lips. Right. I hope so. That would be awesome. And it would be an honor to be represented like that too. But again, the album is just for fun, and we were meant to go to the World Mixed competition in Germany, this spring, but right before we were going, it was canceled because of COVID, and we had done a fundraiser, and so we had this extra money that we had, and we were like, so we want to make sure that we use this money for a good purpose. And so we started in recording the album using those funds for the rights and for arrangements and recording and the studio time and everything. So it's been an awesome process. We started a Kickstarter as well. Kickstarter. That's my leg kicking.
That's great. That's not your leg, but that's okay.
Yeah. And the thing is, our community has been so awesome, and the album is funded, but this is the thing, like, it's still going for about another 10 days. And with the Kickstarter, there's a lot of, like, incentives that people can put on there to get extra things. Like we're creating like a special T-shirt that says "Let's Be Bad" on it, right? And it's a really cool T-shirt and fits really well. Zach, you were talking about how well the half and half shirts fit.
Yeah, I was talking to Cy about this off camera, man. I wanted to wear my half and half shirt, but I couldn't find it, and I hate that. I love that shirt.
It's a really good shirt.
It's such a cool shirt.
That's one of the incentives as well as the signed album. And we also have other incentives, like we'll record your favorite tag, or send you a birthday gram, or a get well gram, things like that. Just stuff that you can't normally get just by purchasing the album. And so it's it was surprisingly, like, people continue to donate just so they can get those incentives, which is
sure.
mind-blowing and humbling and exciting,
Yeah.
just all of those things that we didn't expect, and we thought that we were pushing it just to get to the price of the album,
Right, exactly.
to create the album. So it is exciting, and I'm humbled and honored that people want to actually help us out and are excited for what we have to share out there soon.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. And where can people find more information about this?
Just at our website, halfandhalfquartet.com. We also have an awesome Facebook page. We also have Instagram. We're trying to do the TikToks,
Hey,
but
that's right.
I'm too millennial for that, so I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say that I am too, but my dad is on TikTok, so I don't know
Hey,
about that.
Paul, bless you, sir. Bless you.
The best part is he's watching. All right, so for those of you who missed it, that is halfandhalfquartet.com. If you are looking to help out with the recording, get yourself an album, buy yourself a t-shirt, see where they're going to be, get in contact, whatever, that's the place to go to do it. And they've got I've been there. It's actually a very well put together website, I have to say. As a bit of a website critic, I must say.
Yes, Jenny Sheets, our lead, does all of that marketing for us. And if she also has created our logo, she creates everyone's logos, Melody Hines, Drew Wheaton's, chorus logos. Like she just did Scioto Valley logo recently, and others, and it's very, very good. She's doing Circle City Sound and Capital. Kim's chorus.
Good. Kim, if you're watching, don't ever let him live this down.
But yes, but yeah, it's Jenny's a good resource there, and she's a genius at marketing too. So we're lucky. We're lucky with all of the people within the quartet.
That's one of the things. That's one of the things that I've said this about Gateway and about Barbershop for a while. If we have nothing else, we have people.
Right.
100%.
And I agree with you. Like Southern Gateway has been so supportive of my quartet and everything that's going on. Like truly, sorry.
You're fine.
I do get emotional just because they are family. The fellas in Southern Gateway Chorus truly are top notch. And I'm honored to be a part of them.
And speaking of them, let's go on ahead and move on, Mr. Cy Wood.
Yes, please.
Cy, you mentioned earlier that you had done some stuff with Broadway, and so I figured for your show, we should probably meld those worlds a little bit. People have seen clips from this show before, but you guys might remember we did a production of Guys and Dolls with a local Sweet Ad chorus. And here is one of the favorites from that show. This is Luck Be a Lady.
All right, you guys, throw down your markers. Give me the dice. And give me room.
Okay, come on now. What are we waiting for? What's the matter, Sky? Turning chicken?
All you guys have seen me roll for 100 G's before. But this time I got a little bit more than dough riding on this one.
They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me, the pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners, you might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is
And that was Look,
Wow.
Be a Lady from Guys and Dolls, of course. Now, Cy, you mentioned earlier having done some acting out in New York. I want to touch on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Some might know I was a little bit of an actor myself, not of course in New York, but tell me about that a little bit, and maybe some transitional stuff. I don't know. What were your favorites?
Oh man. Shoot, I was able to be a part of some awesome shows. One of my favorite shows that I was a part of was She Loves Me. Was able to perform it with a lot of Broadway legends, and it was good. I worked with Stephanie Powers doing Sunset Boulevard, and I was even in Cats. You know,
Yeah,
I played
you
Rum
were.
Tum Tugger, and
That's
I
right.
had to shake my hips
I
quite
mean,
a bit.
You are a curious cat. I've seen that show once.
Yeah, no, it's you know, people love it, you know, and it's a show that you know, was the longest running show on Broadway for years and years and years.
Yeah, how
And
about
so,
that?
Yeah, it's great.
And that kind of training is kind of what helped you to skyrocket with the Barbershop Harmony Society, right? That's the kind of stuff that you bring to the table as like a
Well,
coach and things like that.
Yeah, but this is the thing though, like, and I actually teach a class called From Broadway to Barbershop, saying that, you know, we just, as performers, all we want to do is we just want to entertain the audience, and no matter if you're a Broadway actor or a barbershop singer, it doesn't matter necessarily. We want to make sure that we're entertaining the audiences and that we're doing all the things. And your training can be different, but the passion is the same, you know. And I think that's the clincher, is that is that you don't have to be a professional in order to really love what you do and to entertain an audience.
Exactly. I mean that's exactly right. I mean, look at what we're doing right now. Like, yes, we're both trained, but I mean that we're not using any of it. We're just kind of talking, hanging out because this is what we love to do. Because this is what we love to do. I want to get real close to the mic and say that we love to do this. It's fantastic. Anyway, no, but I love it. And I think that's a good message for any performer: barbershop, acting, singing, dancing, whatever. I don't know. I was trying to think of the word. All I can think of is beatboxing. What's the word that I want? Breakdancing. Good Lord.
Oh.
So, man, getting old's hard. Don't do it, man.
Listen, I understand, brother.
Yeah, sure you do. How's that head of hair? Okay, so we have one more video for you guys, and I'm kind of excited about it. This is a video provided by Cy, and of course we had to end with this because it is a fun little feature that we got that Cy is letting me put on the stream real quick, and I'm so excited. So please, ladies and gentlemen, please Wentle.
Oh, you're special.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Half and Half.
Tumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. They let you dream just to watch him shatter. You just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams he'll never take away. You're in the same boat as a lot of your friends, waiting on the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy. Get your working 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy. Get your working 9 to 5. They got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game. No matter what they call it, you spend your life putting money in his wallet. Working 9 to 5. Said I'm working 9 to 5.
All right, it's my turn. My turn to clap, man.
Oh,
Jeez.
no. Stop.
You were even talking about.
Don't
I'm gonna.
stop. Don't stop.
I'm doing it. I'm doing
Stop.
it. No, man. You were saying earlier something about ringing chords. That which one of those didn't? Like you guys are crazy good, man.
Well, thank you.
And remember, that's halfandhalfquartet.com if you want to look up their CD. Go to the Kickstarter. No. So, dude. So, I wanted to close with this because I know this is a big one for you. Tell me about Half and Half. Tell me about just how you started, where you are, where you're going. What's going on, man?
Yeah, it was born from a late night tag session after I think the Cardinal District contest, and Cole and me and Kim were just singing our hearts out, and we were like, this sounds great, and maybe I've wanted to start a mixed quartet. And Kim was like, yeah, me and Cole want to sing together. And I'm like, well, we should do it. Let's start a mixed quartet. And I said, but we would probably need like a dynamic lead. And Kim's like, yes, someone that can just belt your face off. And I said, I'm just the person. I had met Jenny a couple of months previous to that. I was in a show called The Foreigner.
Sure.
And Jenny was a part of that production as well. And I had seen her sing and just the most dynamic, just colorful voice, very unique. And I said, I think that this is going to be a hit. So we decided to get together, and Jenny knew nothing really about barbershop, but we got together, and I think that the combination really, really works.
And she can wail, dude.
He's like, honestly, even in our rehearsals, like all of us sometimes just have to stop singing just because we're like, how do you do this?
Right.
Like, you're so good.
Right.
And the same can be said with Kim and Cole. Like, just their voices are just
And
so
you.
impeccable. But honestly, it's an honor for me to be able to sing with these people.
Oh, sure.
We're just so passionate about, performing and singing and ringing chords, which is really great.
That's awesome. And so what kind of stuff have you been? So I know like you're recording the CD now. What was the life of Half and Half before March of 2020?
We were, like we said, there was a lot of preparing to go to the World Mixed competition. We were asked to sing around as well. We actually won the JAD Mixed Quartet.
That's right.
Competition. So we're champs at JAD, which is very nice. But yeah, just singing, wanting to perform, singing in the community here in Hamilton, Ohio, where I live. We're kind of getting known in the area. We've been doing some concerts here, singing at middle schools and singing at my high school and things like that. I am a teacher, by the way. But it's really, really fun. We just really enjoy singing together. We were asked to sing at the Saturday Night Live.
Good.
Sorry, copyright. Saturday Night Spectacular in Salt Lake City for the Barbershop Harmony Society.
I've always wanted to watch Saturday Night Live, but I have no idea when it's on.
Well, it's hard. You're special.
Thanks, man. But no, I mean that's one of the things that I can really tell about you guys is that not only are you drastically talented, and not only do you really put your heart into it, but you all have the heart for it. Like you all just love what you're doing, and that
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that people who aren't necessarily barbershoppers love about watching barbershoppers. They're just like they're just having a great time. I love it.
Yeah. That's what it should happen. You know
Yeah,
what
man.
I'm saying? Like if it's not fun, don't do it.
Exactly. And speaking of things that should happen, make sure you go to halfandhalfquartet.com, check out their Kickstarter, make sure you get an album if you can get to it, make sure you get some CDs because they're really nice CDs and they're really good t-shirts. Oh my goodness. Well, Cy, thank you so much for being on. Do you have anything you want to tell the people before we hop off?
No, just want to thank you. Thank you so much for having me on, Zach. A huge thank you to Southern Gateway too, that, you know, kind of helps support this. And my brothers, honestly, it means the world that I can be amongst the ranks of all of them. And yeah, thanks to the world of barbershop out there. Everyone enjoy and have a wonderful time.
Well, thank you very much, Cy. I appreciate you coming on. And thank you all for watching. I hope you had as good a time as I did. On behalf of the Southern Gateway Chorus, have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday.
May the road